Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dev, aka the Unknown Variable here, back at you with another commentary. And Activision should be worried right now. If you didn't hear the recent news, Mark Rubin, the executive producer at Ubisoft, recently announced that XDefiant will be having an open beta starting on June 21st, running until June 23rd. On top of all that, the full release of the game is scheduled for later this summer. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why is this bad news for Activision? Well, if the name Mark Rubin sounds familiar to you, it's because it should be. He was a former executive producer at Infinity Ward, and he left in 2015. And to me, this is the ultimate villain arc. He used to work for Activision, and now he's heading what could possibly be Call of Duty's biggest competitor. And speaking of competition, this is the first time in what seems like forever that Call of Duty actually has some genuine competition. Sure, you have other FPS games such as Battlefield, Apex Legends, stuff like that. But this is the first game that can draw a direct comparison to what the old Call of Duties used to be and what Call of Duty once was before they went completely off the rails and decided to change their gameplay style up. If you're somebody who's interested in playing an alternative that isn't Call of Duty, that feels like Call of Duty, which, should I also mention, they consulted a bunch of Call of Duty pros to make this game. It's free to play and not $70, so you don't have to put your pants down to your ankles and use no lube and get completely demolished by Activision. And the best part is, when it comes to public matches, you are 100% free of skill-based matchmaking. The developers over at XDefiant announced that SBMM would not be present in public match game modes. Now, this is a different story for ranked play, but if you're playing for a rank, you should be expecting something such as skill-based matchmaking. And I'd also like to address some of the negativity regarding this game, because a lot of people are very pessimistic when it comes to, something dethroning Call of Duty. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying XDefiant is going to completely kill off Call of Duty. I don't think that will happen, but I think XDefiant does have the opportunity to siphon quite a bit of unhappy players from the current Call of Duty titles. And I've been saying this in my last few videos. If you can even pull off 10 to 15% of the player base, even 5, you start a trickle-down effect, and eventually Activision starts making less money and less money and less money. A game like this, a game like XDefiant that is true to what old school COD used to be, could be the game that forces Activision to actually make a change. And even the Call of Duty diehards, the bootlickers, the fanboys, are starting to realize this. Now, this wouldn't be a DEVXN video, of course, if we didn't roast a Charlie Intel tweet. So let's put it up on screen right now. So the tweet reads, Ubisoft's XDefiant will have an open beta later this month, and Mark Rubin says the game will launch later this summer. The game is built by veteran Call of Duty developers and pro players. And of course, the paid Activision shill Charlie Intel was quick to reply to himself, saying, this game will not kill Call of Duty. Only Call of Duty can kill Call of Duty. This will be a game for those who want something else to play that is similar to Call of Duty. Now, explain to me, if you're a paid Activision shill and you don't see XDefiant as a threat, right? Or something that could at least siphon a small amount of your player base, why are you sitting here tweeting about how
it's not gonna kill Call of Duty. It's not gonna kill Call of Duty. I promise, guys. It's not gonna kill Call of Duty.
I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense to me, and it kind of seems like you're at a little bit of damage control there, Charlie Intel. I don't know. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But this is absolutely hilarious to me that he felt the need to go and comment this underneath. And then when you start to read the replies, it gets even funnier. Like, of course, you have the COD bootlickers that are going to respond to this tweet and say,
2042 is gonna kill COD, LMAO.
Like, I never heard anyone say that 2042 is going to kill COD. That was an absolute dumpster fire of a game. Even Battlefield fans knew it was more than likely going to be trash. So anyways, not the point. Charlie Intel responds to this person saying exactly. And my personal favorite reply is WW down here. Very fitting name, because this man is a walking W. And he said, don't know how much more of a hit they can take. And he tweeted a picture of the Steam charts here. And if you look at this chart, we have Warframe, War Thunder, my personal favorite, Football Manager 2023, and Destiny 2, all leading Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. Those two games are put together in players on Steam. And if that doesn't sum up the state of Call of Duty, at least on the PC, people are unhappy. They're not interested in this garbage anymore. And XDefiant provides an alternative that I think will, at the very minimum, siphon off a vast majority of the PC players away from Call of Duty to come play a classic traditional multiplayer experience. And I hope it happens, and I hope Call of Duty takes a massive hit. If you're with me, make sure to like the video, subscribe, share this video with your friends, comment for the algorithm, turn that notification bell on so you never miss when I upload a video, and I catch everybody in the next one.